Hi, welcome back to the channel. It's ZineQuest. It's rolling through. This is my second video that I'm making on this. My intention is to carry on and do a review of a review and look at a book on ZineQuest every day this month. Main job permitting, obviously, but yeah, so the plan, I kind of want to focus on Shadowdark, Old School Essentials, and sort of Borg, especially the Pirate Borgs. There's several on there, and there's a Dark Space one that will be coming up, obviously. Today, I'm going to be taking a look at Outcast Unseelie and the Ooze Between, because, you know, let's pick something with a longer title. So here we have the Kickstarter page for it. Good news is, it's already funded, so at time of recording, sat at just under $3,000 US on pledge, 124 backers, 22 days to go. And this is a slime-slathered puzzle dungeon for Shadowdark. I just couldn't resist starting with this one. I say starting, I've already done one. But yeah, this one just jumped out. I love ooze-based stuff and all that sort of, you know, gelatinous cubes and things like that. So I'm hoping to see a fair chunk of that in here. So here we've got the cover book. I've also got, there are some sort of like a quick starter snippet rules that I will sort of take you through at the back, and it gives you the first 7 rooms of the dungeon, sort of like the sort of build into it. But the mountain is bled, now powers from beyond stake their thirst. So bordering on long abandoned Brackenhoorg mines, the lone gatehouse suffers from the churn of mysterious ooze and encroaching domain of the Fey Lord. So there is a Kickstarter early bird here. I don't know when this ends, so if you're watching this afterwards, I'm really sorry. But it's designed to be a low-level dungeon from 1st to 3rd characters for Shadowdark, though you can use any sort of BX sort of derived book in here, and I think you'll agree it's pretty bloody good looking. It's 32 pages of an adventure with a challenging, open-ended gameplay, full of a dash of twisted Fey whimsy. By backing this project, you will help fund a full-colour, staple-bound A5 zine that includes powerful magic substance that's going to manipulate it. That ooze stuff is fun. It's got the rules for that, so we'll get to see that. A highly interconnected 2-level dungeon with 30+ rooms, ooze-themed monsters, fairy trinkets, scheming Fey, dank art by Cameron Mass, Jen Butler and Kim Diaz-Holm. Sorry if I butchered your names. And it's going to run for about 6 hours plus worth of gameplay. If you want the preview? So the preview that I'm going to go through, the link is here. And then there is you can get the free beta version from the Puzzle Dungeon Jam as well if you want to click that through. There's no real stretch goals in here, so nothing major, because I'm guessing it's pretty much finished. A lot of these zines tend to be when I'm looking at them. And then we have got some NPC reference cards in here, which nicely avoid in the back. If you want to add something else, you've got this Haunting in Glass, which I want this adventure because of the words that are written after it. So Haunting Glass is a mind-breaking level 3 to 5th horror adventure for Shadowdark, set in a moonglass tower possessed by a lunar horror. 64 pages, A4, but it's this comment here from Baron de Rop. Finally, a vampire adventure as interesting as Strahd. That sold me. So I don't know. I was going to go and look on whether this is available on RPG currently for download. I don't know. But I'm up against my time trying to make sure that I can get these done and edited out in the day, if that makes sense. Because I just want to kind of talk about them so people can see, you know, what's out there on ZineQuest. We've got another adventure add-on here as well, which is a level 3 pre-generated characters add-on for the Mega Deluxe bundle. Then we've got the Null Conclave, which is a 0-level gauntlet, which I think I noticed was a 4-page one-shot. I do love a good gauntlet for Shadowdark. And some more comments here. How much is it going to cost you? If you want the digital only, it's going to be $8. In print, $17. And then deluxe, which comes with the reference cards, $22. If you want to get this Haunting Glass, I do. A Haunting in Glass, I should say. Alongside it, obviously, that's $30 for the 2, which is going to save you, what's that, 10% off. And then if you want everything with the 0-level gauntlet, everything in print for the deluxe bundle is, what's that, 54. I wish they'd use a slightly better font, because that's meant to be an R. So that's my little grumble. Obviously, we've got shipping for the UK, shipping for the US, and then international shipping here as well. So fulfillment is, we're ending for July. So here we have the writer and creator, Slime Mine Studios. And a little bit of his background, and it says he is an official Arcane Library booth boy, which is cool to see. Risk and challenges and things like that. So what I want to do now is let's just get over and have a look at the zine, sort of snippet zine that is included. I think you'll agree, this is the perfect Greeky Ooze kind cover. Like it. I really do like what's in here. So we've then got the gatehouse. So it appears that this gatehouse, so it does say 2 levels. So one of the levels appears to be the gatehouse, and this has got 21 locations that I can work out in here. So we've got some random encounters in here. So you get 1 in 6 chance of every round. We're going to get some bees, some verdigolds, which are the slime creatures, which we'll come on to in a second. Potential here for the ghoulet and some other creatures. So Jess Winter is the writer, designer, layout, and composer, and then variety of art by people that I probably butchered the name earlier, so I'm really sorry. So I'm not going to read it out again. But what is this thing? It's those font things I don't like with the letters that make dyslexics find it hard to read. Welcome to the Outcast Unseelie and the Ooze Between, the slime-slathered puzzle for 1st to 3rd level. So it's got a variety of ooze themes, obstacles that will hinder them throughout the experimental and clever thinking. They will persevere or die trying. Story so far, so it's going to take you back through the sort of 400 years, what happened 4 months ago, 4 weeks ago, and then 4 days ago in there. We've got 4 different hooks to get players in, which is always really interesting. So, be offered variety of gold coins, or, a specific staff that you've been donated to go and find out. Here's the dungeon rules themselves. So there are some ley lines that are magical ley lines. They don't really have any in-game effect, but it does say future Brackenhoorg modules, so it's nice to see that Jesse's planning more for this. But we've got this verdigrint, which is a green slime that grows at the arcane friction points. Key thing is it's going to have some mechanics. It looks a little bit rusty, but doesn't actually rust stuff. But it's going to dissolve plant matter. It's going to solidify when touching any metal, blood, or fire. But if you want to dissolve it, you're going to have to touch it with some saliva. So spit on it. Can I say that? We've all got that Hawk 2 video going round in our head. Oh, I shouldn't say some of these things. I should probably cut stuff out when I'm doing videos. It gets bugs, slugs, snails, and super drunks. That's quite cool. It's got this like ingrained mechanic. And when we're looking at the dungeon itself, anything written in green does sort of imply that this is where it's going to be. We've also got this red flower. So this perished lily, that if the players fail a wisdom check, DC 12, they may be succumb to horror, mischief, violence, or clarity. I do like sort of random encounters with sort of random effects as well. And then we've got the gatehouse, which is surrounded by this sort of demi-plane of the villa up and below. So it's how you're going to access it. I'm assuming that the second map might be the villa. I don't know, because when we sort of go over, we're just getting a snippet. So we get the first 7 locations of the gatehouse. So we've got some random rules here for the gatehouse. So we've got the features. It's going to be, there's no light. So the doors are stones, hinges. You're going to need a strength check, DC 9 to loosen. The walls and floors are hewn with ancient dwarfs. Ruins, sorry, I should have ancient dwarfs, not just dwarfs on there. And then I've just got some variety of tunnels that they can move around. Some random encounters again, so that's just repeating the table at the start. So we're going to go through the entrance and say this is what's said about the green bit. So we've got the guard post here. I like, see, it's nice descriptors as well that you expect from Shadowdark and old school sort of rules now. The bones lie among damp rubble and suit of chainmail encrusted in green rust. So we've got some bones of the dwarfs. Actually, it is literally bones of dwarfs. I missed that when I was going through that. So I didn't read the guard post. And then we've got the rubble with the verdigrint as well. And then we've got the chainmail on here. So then we've got going through the overlook. I do like it when adventures as well are written in this way. So you've got the key locations, we've got the verdigald here, which is the ooze drowned dwarfs with blank stares, yearns to swamp all day, all that is dry. And, a little bit of stat details on how they're going to work. But what it means is, from a games master point of view, you can see this zoomed in location. You've got the 3 rooms that are connected in this zoomed out map, and then all the creatures that you want, as well as some notes as well. So I say we've only got 7 locations up to the Lily Choke Tunnel here, and then that's all we're going to get. But I think that's all we need for now. that is well, the reason I'm going through this is because, you know, I am sort of cherry picking those that excite me. Obviously, I'm looking at the cover first, looking Shadowdark, say Pirate Book, Old School Essentials, that sort of thing. Also, actually, if you've got something on ZineQuest and you'd like me to have a look at it, because some of the ones I've looked at don't have anything to sort of give away, which I think's a little bit, you know, it makes it harder to cover it. But yeah, if you've got something that you kind of want to throw my way, let me know. But yeah, if you want an ooze bound first to third level Shadowdark adventure, this looks good. It's a really, really exciting thing to do. So please, if you've enjoyed this video, like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to come back tomorrow, fingers crossed, for another zine. I say I've got a lot that I want to cover. I've got my list of the priority, but there seems to be more and more coming on each day. So reach out to me if you want me to cover something. Please let me know down in the video description. Subscribe to this channel, subscribe to my main channel, and I'll be back with another video tomorrow. Thanks for watching.